Okay, the challenges. I think about the challenges, it is not only the challenges in education, but as a general challenges. I did a number of research about attitude. So, as what can I observe, attitude is the main contributors to any problems, and also challenges. Means that if the lecturer has no willingness in doing something, so it's over. Okay, as we know that in crossword taxonomies, everything need to start with the first level, which we call as receiving. Receiving means that there is a willingness in individual hearts to do some things. If there is no willingness, how we can achieve to the next level, which is responding. Next level, which is valuing. Next level, which is organizations. And the next level, which is characterizations. Okay. So how we want to characterize the new academic learning innovation in our teaching and learning if we don't have any willingness? Yeah. Like what Prof said just now, sometimes lecturers feel like, I'm only the one who did. I'm only the one. So finally, they feel like burnt out. They feel like nobody wants to support me. Okay? Maybe after 10 years, someone will feel like, why only me? Why only me? Yeah. So first, the challenges is we need support. We need like empowerment to do something in our teaching and learning. The second one, I think the challenging is maybe about the knowledge. Knowledge. Okay, maybe because we are research university, sometimes the focus is more on research. Okay, maybe our KPI and so on, and publication. Okay, so what I see, sometimes when we give talk, when we handle the workshop, normally the same lecturers will come. The same participants. Participants. We know, okay, this lecturer is really have enthusiasm in the teaching and learning. So, what happened to the rest? Maybe they are too busy, okay? But the impact is when we, for example, if me in assessment, okay? To do an alternative assessment, maybe something is very like general. Maybe everybody can do it. But without the knowledge how to assess, without the knowledge how to test, how to measure, how to evaluate, finally we are afraid that we are using the wrong tools, the wrong instrument. And finally we got the data from the wrong instrument. And we make the generalization from the data that we make from the wrong instrument. And our decision making is wrong. This is something like we are measuring our weight by using the thermometer. We did not realize that, this is the data, we got the data. But we don't know, actually you are using the invalid measurement. So for me, the first challenges that we need to change is we have to, to do something with our attitude and we enhance our knowledge in teaching and learning. So in any either to learn about the constructive outcome, the transformative learning or an alternative assessment. Because these all will help students to grow, to maximize their potential. So to maximize the potential, we as a lecturer need a preparation, very much.
And then need to maximize our efforts also.
Yeah, maximize our effort, correct.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Adibah. Prof Rose, you want to add to that? She's busy with her phone.
It's very interesting actually to see all the excitement of everyone trying to incorporate technology in their teaching and learning. But the most important thing is we must always remember why we're doing this. It's about the students. Sometimes if the students themselves are not prepared for the approaches and for the technologies and for the pedagogy that we're trying to introduce to them, then it will be to no avail. So let us always remember why we are here, what is education all about, what is teaching and learning all about. It's about the students. So get to know the students first. Get to know who you're teaching, what is the, and it's so interesting, I always ask this question, do you know the curriculum? We mentioned about curriculum just now. I always ask this question to the students, do you know the curriculum of the program that you're taking? I ask the lecturers, do you know the curriculum of the subject in the program that you are teaching? very few will
You
say
know.
that they know.
They only know about their
They
course.
only know that they have to teach this subject.
Yeah.
They only know that they have to take this course. So when we talk about the curriculum, within the curriculum is all the whole set of courses
Yep.
that the student has to take, and also includes how the delivery
Yep, yep.
of the teaching and learning. So within the curriculum, whenever we send a program for accreditation, for approval, within the curriculum is stated what is the means, the mechanism of the delivery of the teaching and learning. And we take very little effort to actually incorporate that. And a key thing that Khairiyah mentioned is the integration.
Yeah.
Do we sit down, all of us, all the lecturers, all the courses, all the designers, the students, together with the sponsors, with the industry, do we actually sit down and discuss about the curriculum that produces the graduates? And that is the weak point.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we address the curriculum part, if we address how the curriculum is designed and then implemented, that leads to the graduates by ensuring that everyone is involved in the whole place, from day one right until the
All
end.
the stakeholders.
All the stakeholders are always continuously engaged. Inshallah, we will produce the graduates that we want. That's the important thing.
Yeah, definitely, Prof. Rose. Thank you. Prof. Tim, you want to add to that?
Adding to that, okay, it goes back to what I just said earlier on, you know, like I'm speaking from the point of view of somebody who is providing a service subject, for example, the English language. So it's like a lonely world for us to be delivering the English language without knowing what is going on in the, you know,
In other faculties.
in the faculties, and at the end of the day, you know, the students are not able to communicate. Fingers are being pointed at us, saying that you're not doing your job properly. But you know, we are left in the dark as to, you know, what exactly the needs of the students. If only we had been made to be involved in the courses, for example, if we can come in to make the students realize, for example, the importance of spoken communication, the importance of written communication, the importance of reading, for example, in the courses that they're doing, for example. And if we could, you know, put them together, then I think, you know, the students will see the relevance of the courses, and they will be able to see, this is what I need.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms for them to see the importance of studying, right? The importance of studying language, let's say for future engineers, the importance to study language among scientists, right? So if everyone works in silo, then the students in the end are in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we go to the next question. What are the attributes of lecturers which can promote the rejuvenation efforts?
Thank you, Dr. Mahani. Why don't we think about what are the attributes of the educators of the future, of the 21st century? There's a lot. You know, all of you have said something about
definitely.
it. But I want to summarize it in 3 points, okay? Now, I thought about this a lot, and these 3 points, I think if we can have it and train our lecturers and support them to have it, I think it will be really wonderful and very powerful. Number 1, this is very much like what Prof. Rose said, they have to be learner-focused.
Okay.
We have to focus on the learners. As much as we want our students to develop empathy, we have to have empathy for our students. We have to put ourselves in their shoes. What will help the students to learn best? And I want to say this, it's not about a popularity contest, whether your students will love you or not in the end. But sometimes we need to challenge them, which makes them upset a little bit, but then support them to grow through the challenges to allow them to grow beyond their comfort zone. Number 2, I think faculty members should be designers of the learning environment.
Okay.
And when I said designers of the learning environment, they have to be content expert,
Yeah.
as well as knowing how the content is being used in the real world, the various ways of knowing the content. Professor James Tudestad, he was the provost of the University of Michigan in the US. He said, it could well be that faculty members of the 21st century college or university will set aside their roles as teachers and instead become designers of learning experiences, processes, and environment.
So the word experiences, learning experiences are
Yes.
being used instead of what is the outcome of the study, the grades.
When they go through the experiences, they'll get the outcome that we want.
Yeah.
So it's about, learning is about what the students do,
Yep.
what they go through as they learn it.
Yeah.
And when we design it, there has to be planning.
Yep.
If that's a saying, if we fail to plan, then we plan to fail.
Yep.
And we say that integration will introduce complexity, but then the amount of effort that we put in the planning will put in simplicity during the implementation.
Yep.
Otherwise, things will be
Yeah.
haywire.
Yeah.
And finally, lecturers should be team players. We want the students to be able to work in a team. But how much do we work in a team?
Yeah,
Do we
definitely.
know how to work in a team?
Yep.
Do we know what is a good team? Now, from the workshops that I have handled, usually we think that teamwork is about each individual person doing their part, and then that's it. We leave it up to the person who's leading.
Yep.
That is not teamwork. That is very much divide and conquer. Teamwork means that we are accountable for our part, and we also care what happened to the team effort.
Yep.
So there has to be positive interdependence. There has to be discussions among us. Now, being a team player will not only allow us to have absolutely great learning and teaching and learning experience for our students and for ourselves, but it can allow us to grow further. For me, I have always encouraged lecturers, good teaching is not limited within the four walls of your classroom.
Okay.
You need to bring it out. You need to participate in exhibitions like this. You need to write about it, because this will make us to become reflective practitioners, and reflective practitioners can survive anywhere.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a very good reason for this. So 3 things: we should be learner focused, designers of the learning environment, and please, we need to be team players.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. I think it's not just about can survive anywhere. So lecturers who can survive at any era, isn't it?
And also, that KPI on writing papers and getting grants, when you get to be in a team, there's a chance to also publish
Yeah.
and also get grants.
Yeah, definitely. So we can also achieve our KPI, isn't it? Not just being good lecturers or excellent lecturers for our students. Okay, so we reached the end of our second round. Now I'm opening for Q&A session. Yes, Prof Zaidatun. It's open. You can ask any questions related to the efforts of rejuvenating.